Hey guys, I'll be honest with you, I've been debating for a while if I was going to do this movie review or not. I was debating cancelling movie reviews because they haven't really been doing very well. Either they haven't really been coming across or people just not really that bothered about them. But I thought to myself, if I enjoy it, just do it. So, just came out of the cinema to see Passenger, and this film was weird, odd, stupid, sort of entertaining, a bit of everything. It focused more on this couple. Yes, I will admit, at the beginning of the film it started with these two friends and this guy needed a piss because he had a weak bladder, and he went into the forest to go to the toilet, and he kept hearing the siren, or what, the horn on the car, to find out his friend's now dead. And he shuts all the windows and the boot and all that. Keeps seeing this figure on the roadside over and over and over again until you see it right in your face, and then he went passenger. But mostly this film focused more on this couple, who, the main guy, just wanted to experience the road. He wanted to live free, away from rules and apartments and all that stuff. He wanted to live in his van with his girlfriend, who becomes his fiance, and they just want to have a go at it. I think he was more invested in the idea than she was. She didn't really like the idea, but I think she did it more for him because it was something he was really passionate about. But then on one road trip, this car almost ran them off the road, and they saw the car crash into a tree. But their biggest mistake was they stopped, and the entity that killed the guy in the car is now linked to them. So the first mistake was stop him, because they got told in this film 2 rules: do not drive at night, and whatever you do not stop. And they broke both of them in the space of a second. Now this entity is connected to them, and for a while they torment her. Scratches on the van, like I said, scratches on the van. She keeps seeing things and feeling different things, and it was tormenting her. And you could see it was doing a lot of panic within her. There was one stupid scene that gave me, and I even said it to myself, I hope I didn't say it out loud, you know, sometimes when you do, what the fuck are you doing? She went after this gym session to go back to the van, but something was keep pushing her back and back, and you couldn't see what it was, and it was clearly something didn't want you to go near the van. So she kept trying and trying and trying until she did get in there. She pushed through it, just for this entity to just go track on that for a second. You could see this entity keep making an impact. You could hear it making noise and stuff, and she had this CCTV in the van, and it kept going on and off, on and off. If that was a rational person, if that was going on and off, you'd get your ass out of there, wouldn't you? Not, oh, let's just keep tapping and tapping and hope for the best. No, get the fuck out there, go to your partner, stay safe. Common sense. But did she do that? No, she was an idiot. She kept flicking to the entity, which we know known as Passenger, actually was strangling her. But this necklace that he thought was good luck charm actually prevented her from doing any harm. She got out of the van and went straight to him. At first it looked like he didn't necessarily believe her, because every time she was like, something's in a van, someone tried to get me. She's like, I believe you, but you can tell he didn't. But you could tell when he did, because they were watching like this sort of outside cinema movie where she confessed that she didn't really like this lifestyle, but she didn't want to take it from him. But then this entity was keep making waves, and one thing I thought was stupid was when your van's getting a lot of noise, things are falling down and you're feeling scared and you realise you left your keys outside. You go to the middle of the forest with your key, you can't see it but your keys are dangling. Are you going to really go into the middle of the forest at night when someone's been shaking your van to try and get your keys? No you won't. But he fell over, she picked him up, and then they went to a diner. It seemed apparent that they figured out what to do when they talked to this woman, saying you need to go to this abandoned church. You need to go to this abandoned church. This could be the only way to defeat this entity. And one of the lines that I thought was pretty entertaining: he loves tormenting you, and if she's surprised they didn't die already. But it's like he's probably just having too much fun with you. But there was a bit which was a bit interesting. On the road, the tire broke out, and he was fixing it, and then something caught their attention, and then these little pieces of the material that you need to fix your wheel goes under the van, and a darkness entity chasing you. Are you going to go under the van? No. Did he? Yes, because he's an idiot. And while he goes under the van, she gets taken, and then this bit of van actually fell on his leg, which cut him open a bit. So I actually saw that coming, and I even think I said out loud, which, my bad, what a fucking idiot. The entity actually cornered her for a second and like stretched her out a little bit, and to a point that I actually thought he was going to hit her with his van without even realising, but he didn't, thankfully. But it took a long time for them to actually grow common sense in this movie. It took a long time for them to actually realise that what they need to do. And it's another rule they would say: watch the signs, don't drive at night, don't stop. Now they're finally paying attention to the signs, and it actually does great solid. So it's sort of like a cornfield where they have to go through all these different things, and I presume they were right driving over these dead bodies, which the entity did not like, so pushed him out of the van, and it was getting closer and closer to get to her again, until she did drive straight into this abandoned church. And there was a line, freak accident, so she actually rammed this entity into like this giant spike related to the church, which actually busted him into flames. And he survived, she survived, and throughout this whole film she didn't wear the engagement ring because I guess this whole new life didn't really suit her. But after the climax of defeating the passenger, she finally put the wedding ring on her finger, and they finally admitted, okay, maybe we can find a house to live in now. So it was an interesting sort of film. It brought a lot of different feelings to it. Stupid character syndrome, awesome deaths, because the woman who helped him was going to show them where to go, and then she ended up having her neck ripped. So it has some cool deaths, stupid syndrome, finally getting common sense. It was a decent film. I've heard some negative remarks to it. Would I go and see it again? Probably not, but it was alright. I'll probably give it maybe a 3, maybe a 4.5 out of 10, maybe, if I'm being generous. But yeah, it's alright. But my next film that I'm absolutely buzzing for is tomorrow, when I go and see Scary Movie 5. and I'm absolutely ecstatic to see that. And I can already predict if it's as good as I'm thinking it's going to be. It's probably going to be a film I'm going to see plenty of times. But please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for future videos. And please watch my video and let people know about it. Thank you, and peace.